everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are first time visit this channel, I would like to give you a brief introduction. My channel is share the concept of the knowledge of laser, whatever laser cutting, laser welding, even laser marker. Well, this episode I will show of a laser welding machine. That is water feeders. Well, why am I doing this? Because I noticed some of people don't know what is the water feeders. So let's get this start breaking this topic up as a title. What is a water feeder and how it actually works? Well, before this, first of all, let me figure out what is water feeders. Well, the water feeder is a tool that is for driving the wire to the welding pole. Yeah. If you are doing the welding, yeah, just like this. For example, the gap is a little bit distance. Yeah, it's needed to weld the wire feeding or wire welding. If not, I want to emphasize this wire feeder is not must be necessary. Yeah, it just depend your needs, depend the welding situations. Yeah, and this tool can drive the wire to the welding pole and make the machine get a higher welding efficiency and higher welding efforts. Yeah. The problem is why this the wire feeder is so important. Yeah. Let's move the number 2 because just like I said before, when we're welding the concept of the metals, yeah, the laser's power is not always sustainable. So if you use the water feeder and also doing the couple feeding, weighting, that means this tool can make the laser more stability. Yeah, so improve the laser's stability, and that's the number 1. Number 2. Is to improve the penetration consistency. Yeah, because that's the too many metals. The metal have different size dimension. So if you use the wire feeder, that means you can get a more penetration consistency. And number 3, that's another benefit. Once you use the wire feeder, you can get a more weld appearance, which means the welding good products. Yeah. So wire feeder is so effective. It's useful, and we need to know how a wire feeder works. It's not a big deal. Let me tell you. That's the 3 key points. Number 1, motor. Number 2, feeder rollers. Number 3, wire speed control. Number 4, linear. Let's break it down one by one. The motor. That motor is the power. Is the power the force driving the wire to the welding pole. Number 2, the feeder rollers. The feeder rollers is money grabber. Yeah, grab the wires. Yeah, grab the wires and then drive them to the right place, the destination. Yeah. Number 3, wire speed control. Wire speed control including the electric board and other device. Yeah. And finally, liner. It's the liner make it to grab the wire more tightly, yeah, and make the wire traveling well, yeah. Okay, so this means no more details about the wire feeding, yeah. The wire feeding have the 3 wire feeding levels, yeah. So number 1, push. Number 2, pull. Number 3, push-pull feedings. Yeah, this have different function. You can understand by this way. The push, that means push, pull. Yeah, push, pull. Just like you open a door, close the door, you can understand through these ways. Yeah. This straight feeding ways can independently use it in one way. It's not needed combination. Yeah. Okay. The following one, when we use the wire feeder, always get some problems. Yeah. Sometimes get some problem. What problems will happen in the ready user? So let's check it. So number 1, wire slipping. Number 2, board resting. Number 3, unstable. Yeah. So wire slipping, that is that may be the liner or wire control is not good. Yeah, it's needed to adjusting those device components. Yeah, and board resting. But that's been this problem maybe the wireless is not too big or too small, or even the motor is lack of the energy. Yeah, those the problem come to bad results is unstable feed. Yeah. So you need to check this components step by step, or even you get help from your supplier, yeah, or even or engineers, yeah. So generally speaking, this common problem is not complicated. It's easy to fix it. Yeah. So in summary, the wire feeder is so important when you're doing the grab feeding weldings. So yeah, to mastering this machine's the principle and how to use it and how to fix the problem. That means you can easily and use these machines under your controls. Yeah. Besides this, I prepare videos to show you how to use the wire feeders. Okay. So let's load chapter. Let's get started to enjoy these videos.
First, insert the wire feeder signal cable. Prepare a cross screwdriver. Use a screwdriver to open the wire feeder door, and loosen the screws holding the wire guide tube. Insert the wire guide tube and tighten the screws. Prepare the welding material. Here, we are preparing 1.2 mm aluminum alloy wire. The aluminum wire is 1.2 millimeters. Now, we need to change the 1.2 millimeters U-shaped wire feeder wheel. Unlock the damping shaft and load the welding wire. Install the welding wire into the damping shaft, and secure the damping lock. Trim the top of the welding wire, and feed the wire into the wire feeder mechanism, connecting it to the wire guide tube. Tighten the wire feeder roller, and install it into the wire feeder wheel. Screwdriver. Turn on the wire feeder power button. Set the wire feed speed on the adjustment interface. Click 1 key wire feed. The wire feeder will start feeding the wire until the welding wire is exposed at the top of the wire guide tube. Turn off 1 key wire feed, and get ready with an open-end wrench. Insert the wire guide tube into the welding gun's circular ring. Remove the wire guide copper nozzle, thread the welding wire into the guide tube, and use an open-end wrench to tighten the wire. Clamp the tube head and install it on the copper nozzle. Raise the guide tube, ensuring that the welding wire reaches the guide groove of the copper nozzle. Check if the welding wire is in the focal point and adjust parameters, including wire feed speed. Set power to 800W. Adjust swing diameter based on the desired weld size. Turn on the wire feeder tube button in the bottom right corner. Check in correction to see if the pre-feed distance matches the wire return distance. Prepare aluminum plate for flat welding test. Observe the melting effect. If the welding wire does not melt, and there are no sparks, it indicates the focus is incorrect. Here, it is observed that the focus is correct, and the wire is melting properly, allowing for fillet welding. Here, you can see that the welding wire's melting is insufficient, and the edges are slightly black. Adjust the parameters again. If the melting is insufficient, you can increase the power and decrease the wire feed speed. Fillet weld again and observe the result. Here, you can see that the welding effect is better than before, and the melting effect is suitable. No black smoke at the edges. You are now ready for normal welding.
If you like this video or channel, please don't hesitate to share this to others who are interested in these products. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.